Hello and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today we are in the Fūjin, or however you pronounce that. It is a new destroyer, and the colors on it, that's not a special skin that I downloaded. That's actually how this ship looks like. It's a Halloween special ship and only in the shop for a short while, I think. It's a Tier 5 Japanese destroyer. And here we are on the map Strait in the domination game mode. Now I looked up the name Fūjin and I found nothing, but thanks to the name in the replay file, turns out that this seems to be a kamikaze class destroyer. There were 9 built during World War II, I believe. There was another ship class named kamikaze during World War I. They were also destroyers, but they are different ships. Now there was no destroyer actually named Fūjin, but yeah, I guess since it's a Halloween ship they just took a ship class and made up a name. Now I'm here in the capture point as a destroyer since they are hard to spot. I popped some smoke because I'm afraid to get shot. And I've managed to capture this base. Now this little destroyer has 3 torpedo launches. Each launches 2 torpedoes and the range is 7 kilometers. Now this ship is spotted at a range of 6.2 kilometers, so ideally you want to stay between 7 and 6.2 kilometers of your target so you can shoot torpedoes and they can't see you. The guns, as of most Japanese destroyers, are horrible. The turret traverse is abysmal, and yet they don't have a particularly great damage output or rate of fire or pretty much anything. So you really want to make use of your torpedoes. Now I'm in a bit of a tricky spot here. I'm engaging however this destroyer is pronounced, and he has a lot better guns than I do, I'd say. Also, I just lost my steering, I believe, but I'm using the commander, the captain of my regular Japanese destroyers, and he already has a tier 4 skill that allows me to turn and drive with steering and engine damaged. That's a great skill for any destroyer captain, can only recommend it. Now I'm not entirely certain what's the best plan of action in this situation. I kind of want to get rid of these destroyers, but as a Japanese destroyer you really suck at killing other destroyers because your guns suck, and try hitting something small and maneuverable with torpedoes, that's not easy. But there aren't really any other great targets in range. There is this one battleship, but honestly this battleship is going to die before any torpedoes come there. Now there comes another battleship, which should be an easier target. But yeah, thanks to this other destroyers I'm constantly spotted and I'm taking quite a bit of damage. So I won't be able to stay here much longer, or I'll just die. I'd also note that I'm just shooting some random torpedoes into B from time to time because, I mean, it's possible to get a lucky hit on one of their destroyers. It's not that I can do much else here. Also I scored, I think, 1 torpedo hit at the battleship, which is always nice. Now what I would also like to point out is that me being so close to the enemy destroyers is spotting them for our team. So while I myself might not be contributing that much, at least I'm providing intel for my team. And now my health has dropped so low that I... and on a side note, I just hit the one destroyer with a torpedo. So if you shoot enough blindly in that direction, you might get lucky. Anyhow, my health is too low. I decided the spot was way too dangerous for my amount of health, so I'm going to the other side. Now, they have still quite a few ships around here, but what are they? I mean, they aren't pushing towards sea. I don't know why. I mean, their guys here could use support, but they don't want to provide it, I guess.
Our team has taken the lead.
Don't think this guy is danger to anyone. So I'm coming around here and I'm probably continuing where I left off and engaging other destroyers. Now this is Nicholas, and US destroyers have not so great torpedoes but great guns. So I'm pretty much happy that someone killed him. Now this battleship left of me is probably going to die pretty soon as well. And I've drove all the way over here and to find out that there is nobody to shoot at. So maybe I could have gone down this road, but I mean, really, these guys, they aren't doing anything for their team. They aren't contributing to any part of the game. As long as they don't push towards sea, they are completely irrelevant. And now I can go for A because we cleaned up most of the enemies there. Now maybe back to our Kamikaze class destroyer. I think the first went in service in 1921. As I've said earlier, there were 9 of those built. I don't think I have much else. They were sometimes referred to as Kamikaze class, and I'm probably pronouncing this horribly wrong because they share the name with World War I class destroyer. I mean, there is, if you are interested in more about this ship, you probably should read it up on Wikipedia. So for in-game, I think it performs about the same as the regular Tier 5 Japanese destroyer. I think the regular has only 2 torpedo launchers with 3 torpedoes each, which is more or less the same. They also have 7 kilometers, and the guns of the regular destroyer also suck, so yeah. But if you like Japanese destroyers, this ship is definitely worth a look. And it looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, of course, if you apply camouflage to this ship, you lose the special look. There might be some kind of mod so that you don't have to see your camouflage if you apply it, I don't know. I just chose not to use camouflage here, because I really like how this ship looks. And hey, it's Halloween. You need to dress up your ships as well. Now here I'm shooting some torpedoes at this cruiser. I'm not exactly sure what he will do and how he will turn. I'm trying to spread them a bit. I also popped smoke because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm low on health, and yeah, No, but he can kill me with one salvo. Fury. And I managed to run myself on ground, and I killed him. Which is pretty nice. So there is absolutely no problem that I ran into ground, because, yeah, nobody's left to shoot me. They have a destroyer, a battleship and a cruiser left. Now we have one more battleship and one more cruiser than they do. And we also have a lot more points. So this is looking like a sure victory. They are trying to get A, and we just killed the cruiser. So either the battleship or their destroyer is at A. Doesn't really matter at this point. The only things I can shoot at, or at least something I can shoot at, has to be at A, so I'm going there. And we see smoke. That means the destroyer must be somewhere in that area. I'm not sure why he's smoking here. Because honestly, we lost the battleship. Maybe there was a battleship from us over there and he needed the smoke. Didn't really pay attention what was going on over there, to be honest. Now here is the New Mexico. The destroyer has to be A because he kept. So ideally I want to torp the New Mexico, but the way I'm driving I'll probably get spotted by their destroyer. Their destroyer is a minekaze, so the good news is his guns suck as bad as mine do. Now we are almost in torpedo range, but he is driving away from us. You always have to, when you're launching torpedoes, you always have to think, is he driving towards me or is he driving away from me? Because your torpedoes have a maximum range. And if he is driving towards you, you can shoot... I mean, if he is outside of your maximum range, there is a chance that he drives into your range. But if he's driving away and you're shooting at maximum range, there is no way you're gonna hit. Now I did hit the minekaze, but yeah, it wasn't such a great hit, and here come my torpedoes, they miss. But there are more torpedoes, so let's try this again. Now he isn't making it very difficult to hit him with guns, and somebody else got the kill. But we did some damage. There are his torpedoes, and yeah, they didn't do much. Now all that's left is to kill the New Mexico. Maybe kill the New Mexico before we win due to points. So that's basically it. It was a game in the new Japanese destroyer. It's a Halloween special, and as I said, if you like Japanese destroyers, it's definitely worth checking out. It's a cool, unique looking ship, and I had fun driving it. Now, thanks for watching, and see you next time.